Publisher journey. How you doing? Worked on my business today, and working on my next book. One of my next books is it's about street performers. Initially, I came up with like a top 100 using AI list of book topics. Then I extended it to 200, then 300, and now it's like 365-ish list of topics. And I usually like to go for topics that I've never heard of. So there was another word for street performers. I forgot the exact word, but it was really unique. And I looked it up. What does that mean? And it was a word for street performers. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do the regular word street performers and do a book on that topic. And I don't think a book about street performers requires images to learn, because there's so many different types of street performers. So I'm thinking about just doing that book, and I thought about it and I just did it. It's not too long. Right now I'm going for like 30,000 word books for time purposes, and if the book sells, I'll do a longer book on it, you know. So I came up with a book about 30,000 words. It was actually like 225,000 words ish. I could make it longer, add 5,000 extra words just to hit the 30,000 word level. Then, you know, the audiobook will be 3 hours, and price of audiobook jumps up double after it reaches 3 hours on Audible. And so I'm thinking about doing that actually. Maybe I'll enhance it. But anyhow, that's my next book, How Expert Got You Street Performing. Okay, stay tuned. After that, I have a whole list, a 300 plus book plan list. This month, what was different is I already published like 5 books in 5 days last week. That was because I planned out the books. I planned out the book topics. My designer was going to be away for like 10 days or whatnot. So in advance, you know, we decided let's just do the covers, like the ebook covers, not the print, paperback, hardback. It takes a longer time. Let's just do the ebook covers quickly, fast. So I had to come up with like 7 topics really quickly. And I gave him the 7 topics, and boom, I published it all. But the lesson I've learned from doing that was, wow, it's so much better to plan out the books in advance. Once I planned it out, I didn't have to spend, you know, hours going back and forth and guessing and wondering and doubting about my selection of the topics. You know, a lot of times if you don't pick a topic, if you don't have a plan, what I've learned, and just do one topic, you wake up and you're like, what book should I do today? That's cool, but if you keep doing that, it's just gonna slow you down. And on top of that, there's gonna be days where you're like, you know what, I'll do this topic, and you're excited about it, and then the next day you're like, you're kind of doubtful about that topic. You know, you're like, should I do that? I want to do another topic. But when you have a plan in advance, which I did for about a week. Okay, I did about 7 books. I planned it out just recently. There was no going back and forth. Once I made a decision, I had to stick to it, because those are the covers I had at the time. So, but in that kind of sticking to the plan is sometimes necessary, because if you just go by feeling like, I feel like going with this topic, it's not. There's gonna be so many days you're gonna go back and forth, you know, waffle like left and right, you know. You gotta have a plan and stick to it. That's the lesson I've learned. Even with just 5 to 7 books I planned out, I stuck to it, and I got more books done. I published 5 ebooks in 5 days, doing it that style, instead of waking up and be like in the beginning of the day, what book should I, publish today? Oh, I kind of like that topic. And then a couple hours later, I'll be like, if I didn't plan it out, usually I'm like, you know what, let me do this book. And the next day, I'm like, I don't really want to do that book. That's a lot of waste of time. So just plan it out, stick to it. So I came up with a plan, top 300 topics. I mean, it's crazy with AI. Like covering all core categories, all subcategories, all unique topics. What I love is unique topics. So I might just start off with just doing the unique topics first. Regardless, I have a list of about 300 plus niches and topics and categories and subcategories that I am going for. So now that's going to help me all I got to do is I got to stick to that plan, you know? So we will see how it goes. In the 300 book topic list, I don't want to do every single topic there. I'll be honest, some of the topics in that 300 plus list I have, with the help of AI research, I already published it. And some topics I don't want to do it. So right now, because I'm doing only one book at a time, and I also want to prepare for quarter 4, I want to prioritize on topics that are going to do the best. And from my experience, for me, I don't know about other people, but for me and my brand, I gotta do it my style. I like quick how-to guides. I'm not gonna do 50, 60, 70, 100,000 word books anymore. Not right now. I'll do that later on once the book sells. But I want to test it out at 30, 35,000, maybe max it out at 40,000 words. That's considered short how-to guides. Okay, because I can create the books faster. The audio narrators are a lot more affordable to hire, and I'm scaling a lot of books. So that's what I want to do first, and I want to start off with unique topics. You know, I initially was going to do the core categories, but I've noticed that the core categories I'll wait because the core categories are really important topics. So I don't want to just do it quickly. You know, I want to take my time on those. So let me start off with these unique topics, and I got a whole bunch of unique topics. When I asked ChatGPT AI to give me a list of all the topics out there, what I like to do is just have a long list and go through the list one by one, just quickly, like when you're looking for a cover image. And then, what type of word have you never heard of? That's what I go through. I look at the top 300 list and I ask myself, which of these topics, which of these words, terms, keywords have I never heard of? You know, those are the terms that are unique. You know, they still have an audience, and they're unique, and they have less competition. That's just my preference. Type of topics I like to publish, because every topic out there has already been done, guys. I would say 99% of books have already been done, all topics. So I prefer to go into a topic that most people have never heard of. That way I can go in and get some success organically, initially, without even ads, without even doing ads. And if I do ads, I'll be one of the only ones who does ads for those keywords. So I want singles. I don't need a home run. If I publish hundreds of books, you know, and they're all singles, it's okay for me. So anyhow, that's pretty much it right now. Publisher journey video of the day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my unique books. I'm going to go for all unique books first, and after that I'll cover all core categories, bestsellers, and previous books as well. Thanks for watching. Gotta go. Talk soon. Take care. Bye.